Jedi Survivor has tons of information that we need to go over, and I'd be willing to bet that some things in this video are new to you too. If you want to be fully prepared for when Jedi Survivor launches, then make sure you watch this entire video so you don't miss a thing. We know that Jedi Survivor starts around 5 years after the first game and brings back returning characters like BD1, Merrin the Night Sister, Seer, and our king, Grease. We even get to keep our skills from the first game, which is such a great thing to hear. But having these returning skills doesn't mean that's all we have. Jedi Survivor is expanding on the amount of skills in the game and how powerful they each are, along with how creative they are as well. Similar to how they're expanding on the combat as well. The combat adds 5 different stances to the game. We have the single blade stance, which works well for one-on-one battles. The double bladed stance, which works best against a group of enemies by using the double-sided lightsaber. The dual blade stance, which uses 2 separate lightsabers and is a pretty balanced option in combat. We also have the crossguard stance, which uses strong, slow, and powerful swings of the lightsaber to attack enemies and is the ideal stance to use against heavily armored enemies or enemies with a lot of health. And finally, the blaster stance, which uses the lightsaber and a blaster to give you the amazing option of being up close and personal, or to stay back a little. To switch stances, you have to go to meditation points. If you don't remember, they are the areas where you get your skills and save your progress in the first game. Basically, the bonfires from Dark Souls. And at these meditation spots, you can upgrade stances to make them even stronger in combat, or attach different abilities to them. You can also equip up to 2 different stances to switch to during gameplay. So if you want to be able to switch between the blaster and dual blade stance instantaneously, then you can. Now, before we get into the insane customization options and more, if you guys enjoyed the video so far and want to stay updated on all gaming info, subscribe so you never miss an upload, and comment what other games you guys like to see a video on. Now, did you know that they added tons of new customization options for Cal in Jedi Survivor? In this preview posted on Reddit, we get a look at all the new cosmetic things we can equip Cal with. We see tons of different beards and hairstyles that we can purchase, like this mullet or full beard, which is a very different look from his younger days in Fallen Order. On the topic of customization, it doesn't just stop at Cal's physical features. Instead of just switching from poncho to poncho, Jedi Survivor adds new clothing items to use as well. Like here we see different jackets and shirts are available. Now, the Jedi Survivor story also seems very interesting. Like I previously said, it takes place around 5 years after the first game, which means it takes place around the same time as the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Throughout the story, Cal will be accompanied by not only his returning allies, but also a new one named Bode Akuna. Hope I'm saying that right. A ex-mercenary we meet who's even going to help us out during gameplay, as well as acting as an AI companion. We don't know much about him except for 3 things. He was a mercenary, he hates the Empire, and he's handsome. We also know that the two are going to build a strong relationship. Director and writer on Jedi Survivor Stig Asmussen stated, "He and Cal form a special bond. It's almost like they're brothers. And they're not exactly the same, but they really do complement each other, beyond story considerations. Bode plays a role as a buddy AI character who aids in both combat and traversal." That tells us Bode won't be a companion we travel with for like 5 minutes, then that's it. We probably get to be with him for about the same amount of time as Atreus in God of War. But Bode isn't the only companion in the game. It's been confirmed that Merrin, the Night Sister we met in the last game, will also be an AI companion as well. And that's great to hear as it expands on the little bit of assistance that we got from her in the boss fight from the first game. But Jedi Survivor is a little bit far away. So what are you going to do to fill that void until the game comes out? Well, for starters, you can watch this video to see if Dead Island 2 is worth it in your opinion. Alright, click it now and go. Have a great day.